Hey, Sevyn, year two as a starter for you, how much more comfortable do you feel? How much better do you feel?
I feel as the more reps you get, the more comfortable, better, confident you get will be.
What are your expectations for yourself this year?
I have very high expectations for myself this year. Putting it all together, y'all gonna see it.
Sevyn, did you expect to be on like draft boards, first round pick status? Like, did you expect that going into this offseason? Because it seems like it's come pretty quickly.
I'm not surprised about it. You know what I mean? I just, I don't really think about stuff like that. I just do what I got to do. Honestly, I just play. I don't think about it too much.
Sevyn, how are you feeling now? You were out for the spring ball, and how are you feeling now?
I'm good. Great.
You guys got some big corners, including yourself. Ryan Watts might be the tallest corner to ever play here. Do you guys talk much about that? About how you guys are pretty big for you guys would be big for an NFL corner unit. You guys ever talk about that?
Now we know long, fast. We recruit a lot of long, fast corners anyway.
Yeah.
So we know that.
Sevyn,
Go ahead.
what's it like to finally have a full offseason?
It's great. Honestly, it's a lot of teaching. A lot of time. To grasp a lot of things other than last year. So it's good to put it all in one.
Is it nice to have another guy like Chris Arnold in there to kind of walk you through some stuff and get a second perspective, not just the
Yeah, for sure. It's always good to have two heads in one. For sure.
Sevyn, last year there was a lot of focus on beating Clemson.
Yeah.
How much of the offseason did you guys spend time and attention on the Alabama game?
We put as much, attention to Bama as we did Clemson. And, everything, always gonna work out all the time, But it's all right. We can get them back.
Sevyn, how have you seen Legend in the spring? So you were out, Cam was out, Jordan's out, a lot of you guys in the secondary out, young guys like Legend and Ryan have kind of stepped up. Did you see Legend evolve at all?
Yeah. Honestly, all the younger guys had to step up. They had to, make a name for themselves, here first until they get on the field, and that's what they're doing. Yeah.
Have you seen that translate to being out here
Yeah.
this fall?
Yeah, in coverage, tackling, a lot of things. Yeah.
Sevyn, having gone through a season as the guy, one of the guys, and even as screwy as last season was, where do you see it paying benefits right now for you, having played regularly, if you follow my drift?
Yeah, you saying how has the benefits been as I've been playing?
Yeah.
Yeah, like I told him earlier. The more reps that I get, the more comfortable, confident I become.
Yeah. And what does that make you as a player? Does it make you even more aggressive? Does it explain what that brings?
It makes things easier. It slows the game down. You anticipate things instead of guessing or doing certain things like that. What you usually wouldn't do, but now now you faster to it.
Yeah. How close are you to 100% physically right now?
I'm good. I'm 100.
Do you like being a leader? Like, is that something you enjoy, like taking some of the young guys aside, or do you kind of have to like force yourself to do it?
Nah, I do love it. I'm not always, the vocal guy, like the high rah guy, but I try to, lead in what I do, and I try to just be, that visual leader, But I don't have a problem with, taking somebody aside and talking to them. Hey, you do this, do that. I don't have a problem with that, and I'm comfortable with that.
I know you know what the expectations here are for corners every single year. And I know you probably have seen some of the projections people have for what you might be able to do this year. And I know you probably don't care about it.
Yeah,
but
exactly.
at the same time, are you kind of ready to step into that role and kind of be cornerback one here and all come with you?
Yeah, I'm definitely ready. That's why you come to Ohio State. I sat behind Jeff, Damon Arnett, all these guys, and now it's my time. It's gonna be your time at some point, and now it's mine.
What did you learn from those two guys specifically, especially since they're first round?
Yeah.
What you aspired to be here. What did you learn watching those two guys in 2019?
Jeff and Damon, they're two different types of corners, and aggressive and the feet work and just having knowledge and anticipating things I got from both of them.
Sevyn, what does a good offseason season? It's like last year they were good, they just didn't get home as much as they wanted to. What would that do for you guys this season if they're able to go home?
Picks. Picks. That's what I do. Picks.
Does it look like, I mean, the defensive ends, I don't know if I've ever seen a group as loaded as you guys have this year. Is that going to really benefit your guys' capabilities in the back seven and picking off the quarterback a few more times maybe than you were last year?
For sure. The DNs like, Tyreek and Zach and, the newcomers and even, Teron and everybody like that. Pressure, we don't have to cover as long, and we, get the picks like I said. So it's a win-win.
We got early impressions to take Jalen and Jordan.
JK and Jordan,
Yeah, JK.
great. They flying around, hitting, tackling, covering. They're gonna be good. They're gonna be great.
So can you tell, I mean, how curious were you to see JT Tuimoloau live and up close and personal on a football field? Is what sets him apart? Why did he have the big acclaim, et cetera, coming in here? What have you seen about him that's special?
I always heard the the hype and the buzz about him, but I didn't see until he got here. He a big kid, athletic at that. He gonna be good. He gonna be a good asset to the team for sure.
Yeah. And when Zach Harrison's even talked about how much more aggressive he is now. Every plays, and he's taking it to the hilt, et cetera, and stuff. Have you seen a difference in Zach in the last several months?
Zach has just been, Zach. He has grown up. He's doing what he got to do to help the team as well. Everybody got their own, part they need to do to help the team, and Zach gonna be a big contributor.
Sevyn, what have you seen from Cam Brown, and he's also fully back now?
Yeah, Cam. Cam. Like a lot of people on the team, like y'all ask me like, what are them? They themselves. They gonna play. They gonna play hard. Do what they got to do.
With you guys kind of both being out in spring, were you able to kind of, when you guys are rehabbing together, like, were you able to kind of build like a chemistry or anything like that?
Oh, for sure. Even when you sit on the sideline just for a play or two, you gonna see some things that you don't see when you're on the field, and you gonna be able to take that into your play and do it when you get on the field.
So it seems like last year you guys were missing something in the back end after you guys lost Jordan Fuller. How confident are you that you guys and the safeties can really work together better than you did last year to kind of fix some of those issues?
Like I said, we got way more time now than last year to break things down and learn, and put things out there as a whole. And I feel very confident in our safeties, free safeties, and everybody that's behind me for sure.
Seems like Josh Proctor kind of changed this offseason and put himself in the film room more and dedicated himself more. Do you see that from him? And how much better do you think you guys can be with a good Josh Proctor?
The best thing for us and for Josh has what he's been doing is communicating, and that's the best thing about a defense. When you communicate and you call things out, you're gonna be a good defense.
Was that missing last year?
Was that missing last year? Last year was last year,
So, I'm sorry if somebody asked you about this before you came out. Is there a different pressure that comes when you're expected to be the next first-round pick? You're the top corner on this team. We know the tradition of that.
Yeah.
When all that is out there, is that a different different pressure that you feel than other seasons in the past?
Maybe it's different pressure to when people talking about it, like that. But to me, I'm a play,
So I'm sure that there has to be times where you think about that, like upholding the tradition.
Yeah, for sure.
So how do you manage that with doing what you're talking about, where just play, not think about
Not thinking about that type of stuff. Just making sure that I'm right. You feel me? Before I, try to help someone else out or anything like that. Make sure I'm right. Making sure I know what I'm doing, and then, like I said, when I do that, everybody can just learn on, and that's the visual leader that I want to be.
Because I'm sure that, you've played with a lot of these guys. I'm sure they're texting you, telling you that it's your time. What are those messages like? Because I think that would probably only add to it if Jeff Okudah is telling you that you got to go be a first-round pick this year.
Yeah, if they were to text me, I still keep in contact with, those guys. But whatever, they can help me with it, and I can ask them. You feel me? That's what I use to my repertoire.
Sevyn, I want to ask you about Court, because Coach Combs talked about. I'm sorry, Court.
Court Williams?
Yeah.
Coach Combs talked about how, he's the first one in, the last one to leave. He's always in the weight room or the training room. When you look at him, his work ethic, his skill set, what about him do you look at and maybe want to incorporate into your game?
Yeah, Court definitely is the first one in, last one out. Even though Court hasn't been playing, how he hasn't been playing like how if he wasn't hurt he would be in. I think a lot of people grasp that, because he's, that type of he don't really say as much, but when he does, people listen. When he out there, people watch, and to take from him, just try to get in there, first one in, last one out as well. Just trying to be that type of dude.
I think a lot of people expect that young guys always learn from veterans on the team, but the learning can't stop even if you are one of the leaders of the group. What are you learning from the younger guys that are coming into this position?
Yeah, I always learn. Like I said, when I'm not in or when I'm off just rep, like if one of the young guys do something good, I'm like, oh yeah, and then when we watch film, oh yeah, I'm gonna do what you did. I'm gonna learn as well, just how you learn from me.
When you think back on last year, how do you evaluate the way you played, and how do you feel like you've gotten better since?
Every play that I could have made, I'm gonna make it this year. Every play that I was that close, I'm gonna be that much closer. Just learning off your mistakes and learning off your past. You feel me? It's good.
What are the things you feel like you've done so that you will make that play that maybe you didn't make last year?
Be in the film room more. Watch film just alone, and not just like chilling or watching a movie. Chilling and watch film. Film. Honestly.
Looks like you've had quite a few NIL opportunities already. Just wondering what's that been like for you?
It's been a great opportunity, for sure. It's been a long time coming. I know a lot of people have been fighting for it, but now that we have it, just being smart with it. Every deal is not a good deal. You just gotta watch out for it.
How do you be smart with that? What are kind of things maybe that you evaluate if you get approached with a deal to decide is this right for me?
I feel like everybody's different. I mean, if I like it and the things are right in the deal and in the contract or whatever, you go with it. Whatever gut feeling, whatever your heart, whatever your team, whatever you're doing, feels good about it. Yeah.
Is it surreal, name, image, and likeness? Is it exciting? How would you describe it as a player?
A blessing. Yeah. It is.
One last question for Sevyn.
You guys good?
Sevyn, what have you seen from Cam? How much have you seen him get better, and how good is he looking right now?
I've seen Cam grow. I've seen Cam, put in extra work. I've seen Cam, do the extra that he probably wouldn't have did, 2 years ago when he first came in or whatever. Just seeing the extraness.
Did you see the injury last year change his mindset and make him work even harder?
Yeah, like I said, when he was out, he was learning. He was still helping out, and he was still there. Still having to, being that leader, he was still there helping, and not just, out somewhere else just because he's hurt. He was contributing.